Hello students, welcome to my channel English Made Easy by Aarti Joshi. So students, today we'll read a poem Fire and Ice written by Robert Frost. So let me introduce this poem first. So this short poem is only it comprises only of 9 lines. बहुत short poem है ये, and it gives vent to the view that two passions, anger and indifference, seems to govern the whole world. It means इसमें हम दो चीज़ों के बारे में पोइट डिस्कस कर रहा है कि फायर एंड आइस, दीज टू आर, वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट फायर एंड आइस लिटरली, एक्चुअली दीज आर सिम्बॉलिक वर्ड्स. तो सिम्बॉलिज्म इज़ यूज बाय द पोइट. सिम्बल्स, फायर को सिंबल की तरह यूज़ किया है, फायर को हमने यूज़ किया है एक्सट्रीम एंगर के लिए, पैशन के लिए, एक्सट्रीम डिज़ायर्स के लिए. एंड आइस, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट आइस, तो आइस इज़ चूजन एज सिंबल फॉर indifference, cold temperaments, insensitivity. Okay, so these two things, fire and ice, these two feelings, when they exceed, when excess of these feelings are there, then can destroy the whole world. So poet is talking about the power that humans have to harm this world. So these two powers, fire and ice, means anger and indifference, they can cause end of this world. Robert Frost, he was born in 1874 in California. So most of his poems are they are experiences, life, real life experiences. So he always talks about nature but realistic views. Most of his poems, they came from his life experiences and loneliness. So most of his married life was spent in England, and he was colorblind. So you might have heard his very famous poem in your previous classes, The Road Not Taken. So in this poem, he is trying to talk about two extreme feelings, fire and ice, means hate and anger and hate. Fine. So here, let us read the poem first. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. So now, if we will talk about first part of the poem, some say the world will end in fire. Here, poet wants to say that people in this world, they are of opinion. So people here are divided into two groups. Few of them, they are of the opinion that this world will end, means the fire will cause end of this world. They are of the opinion that the end of the world will be caused by fire. And there are other group of people who say that this world will be ended because of ice. It means that we are not talking about fire and ice, we are talking about two expressions. Here fire is the symbol of extremity, means extreme feeling of desire, extreme feeling of anger, and ice is symbol of extreme feeling of insensitivity or extreme feeling of, you can say, indifference. Okay, so here पोइट ने क्या बोला है कि इस दुनिया में डिफरेंट साइंटिस्ट ने डिफरेंट व्यूज़ दिए हैं. हमने सुना होगा बिग बैंग थ्योरी, जिसने कहा था कि एक दिन दुनिया ख़त्म हो जाएगी. लाइक इस तरह से बहुत सारे साइंटिस्ट ने डिफरेंट व्यूज़ दिए हैं. कुछ कहते हैं कि ये सन इज़ अ स्टार, एक दिन हर स्टार जो है इट हैज़ टू पैरिश वन डे. तो एक दिन स्टार, ये सन जो है वो इतना हॉट हो जाएगा, इतनी गर्मी जो होगी अर्थ पे इतनी ज़्यादा हो जाएगी कि इट विल मीन्स बर्न. तो एक फायर की वजह से एकदम पूरा जल जाएगी ये दुनिया, लाइक दैट. तो हियर ही इज़ टॉकिंग अबाउट फीलिंग. तो कुछ लोग जो हैं वो इस व्यू के साथ चलते हैं, वो ये सोचते हैं कि ये पूरी दुनिया जो है वो एक दिन ख़त्म हो जाएगी आग की वजह से। लेकिन कुछ सोचते हैं कि बर्फ़ की वजह से, आइस की वजह से ये पूरी दुनिया जो है वो ख़त्म हो जाएगी। बट हम यहाँ आग और बर्फ़ की लिटरल बात नहीं कर रहे हैं। समटाइम्स यू माइट हैव हर्ड दिस लाइन कि ही इज़ बर्निंग विद पैशन। बर्निंग मतलब वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट फायर, वो वाली आग के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं। हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एक्सट्रीम डिज़ायर। तो यू कैन टेक एन एग्जाम्पल फ्रॉम आवर हिस्ट्री, लाइक अगर हम किसी भी इंसान के बारे में बात करें जो एक्सट्रीमली डिज़ायरस था, जो एक्सट्रीमली किसी चीज़ के लिए पैशनेट था। फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट हिटलर। तो ही वॉज एक्सट्रीमली पैशनेट, ही वॉन्टेड टू कंट्रोल होल वर्ल्ड। उसे लगता था कि पूरी दुनिया उसकी मुट्ठी में आ जाए। तो क्या किया उसने? ही स्टार्टेड डिस्ट्रॉइंग एवरीथिंग, और एंड में क्या हुआ उसका? ही वॉज ऑल्सो डिस्ट्रॉयड। अगर हम माइथोलॉजी में बात करें, हम नॉर्मल बात करते हैं अपनी माइथोलॉजी में, इंडियन माइथोलॉजी में, जैसे हम रावण की बात करते हैं, तो उसमें भी क्या था? एक्सट्रीम डिज़ायर। उसको लग रहा था कि एक्सट्रीम, उसके अंदर वो बदले की भावना थी कि मुझे बदला लेना है। तो वो भगवान राम की जो वाइफ थी सीता, वहाँ उनको किडनैप करके ले गया था। तो अब उसको ये लग रहा था कि दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा पावरफुल मैं ही हूँ। इतना पैशन में वो अंधा हो गया कि उसको ये नहीं समझ में आया कि वो किसके साथ बैर मोल ले रहा है। तो एंड क्या हुआ? उसका पतन हुआ, वो फिनिश हो गया। तो दिस इज़ द पोइट वांट्स टू से द सेम थिंग, दैट this world will end in fire. Means there are if the people will be extremely desirous, अगर किसी में पैशन है इतना ज़्यादा, एक्सट्रीम मीन्स जैसे हम समझते हैं कि एक्सेस ऑफ एवरीथिंग इज़ बैड, तो वो एक्सेस फीलिंग जो है इट विल कॉज द एंड ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड, वो दुनिया को ख़त्म कर देगी। और कुछ लोग जो हैं दे आर ऑफ द ओपिनियन कि नो, आइस मीन्स हेट्रेड। तो हेट्रेड और इनडिफरेंस, दिस इज़ ऑल्सो इक्वली रिस्पॉन्सिबल, दिस इज़ ऑल्सो इक्वली डेंजरस एज फायर। अब आप बोलोगे कैसे? अब मैं आपको एक सिंपल सा एग्जाम्पल दूँ। इफ़ यू वॉन्ट टू टेस्ट इट, यू डू इट ऑन योर ओन। वॉट यू विल डू, यू टेक एक पॉट ले लीजिए, उसमें बहुत सारी बर्फ़ डाल दीजिए, ठीक है? उसमें आप अपनी फिंगर्स डिप कर दो, थोड़ी देर तक डिप करके रखो। वॉट यू विल फील? यू विल फील नम्बनेस इन योर फिंगर्स। यू वॉन्ट फील इट, नम्बनेस हो जाएगी, कोई फीलिंग नहीं आएगी उसमें, ऐसे लगेगा कि जैसे हाथ है ही नहीं। फाइन। सो दिस काइंड ऑफ फीलिंग विल बी देयर when there will be extreme hatred or indifference. Means this hatred will cause numbness of thoughts, numbness of mind. हमारे माइंड को, हमारे थॉट्स को नम्ब कर देती है, फीलिंग्स ख़त्म कर देती है, विच विल लीड टू insensitivity. हम insensitive हो जाएंगे, and what will happen, it will also cause the end of the world. Means from what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So here, fire and ice, passions, anger and indifference seem to govern this world, and they may cause its tragic end. I already told you that fire is symbol of passion, anger, aggressiveness, and ice is the symbol of coldness or indifference. Both fire as well as ice can cause tragic end of the world. So there are different opinions as to how this world will end. Some people think that it will end in fire, and some others they think that it will end in ice. So the poet agrees with those who feel that world will perish in fire. In first part of the poem, he agrees with those people, वो उन लोगों के साथ सहमत है जो ये कहते हैं कि दिस होल वर्ल्ड विल एंड इन फायर। तो वो उनसे सहमत है। वाई? बिकॉज ही हैज़ दैट एक्सपीरियंस। द पोइट एग्रीज दैट दोज हु फील दैट द वर्ल्ड विल पेरिश इन फायर, ही थिंक्स द फायर ऑफ एंगर एंड हेट्रेड is very strong in this world, and it will spread and world will reduce to ashes. Okay, so here according to the poet there is another possibility too. Now we will move to the poem. Next line is, but if it had to perish twice. So there is another condition. According to poet, there is another possibility also. एक और possibility है. If this world is to end twice, अगर इस दुनिया को 2 बार ख़त्म होना हो, तो from his experience of life, he knows that ice is also a great destroyer. But if it had to perish twice, if we will go to the poem, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. So here poet wants to say that he knows that ice is also a great destroyer. Here ice symbolizes coldness, rigidity, insensitivity, numbness of thoughts. Do you understand? So these kind of feelings can also bring about the end of the world. तो यहाँ पोइट क्या कह रहा है कि जितनी फायर डेंजरस है उतनी ही डेंजरस आइस भी है. तो आइस क्या करती है, हमारे पूरे थॉट्स को नंब कर देती है. वी बिकम थॉटलेस. जब हम इनसेंसिटिविटी हमारे अंदर आ जाएगी, जब हम इनसेंसिटिव हो जाएंगे, तो भी ये दुनिया ख़त्म हो जाएगी. जब हमारे पास किसी के लिए कोई फीलिंग ही नहीं बचेगी, कोई प्यार नहीं बचेगा, सिर्फ हेट्रेड बचेगी, नफ़रत बचेगी, तो क्या होगा, ये दुनिया फिर भी ख़त्म हो जाएगी. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ फीलिंग्स कैन ऑल्सो ब्रिंग अबाउट एंड ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड. सो आइस इज़ ऑल्सो क्वाइट पावरफुल and will be sufficient. Suffice means sufficient to be the cause of destruction of this world. So here the poet again explains that hate is as cold, means here we are talking about ice. तो जैसे हम कभी कभी बोलते हैं he is as cold as ice, तो it doesn't mean that he is मतलब वो ठंडा है. ठंडा मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि हाथ लगाने से ठंडा है. No, means he is so indifferent, means he is so insensitive. So here we are talking about feelings. So only this ice is only a symbol to make us understand that this symbol is for hatred, for indifference, for insensitivity. Okay, so in this poem, fire and ice are symbolic words. Fire represents excessive passion, conflict, anger, and ice stand for excessive coldness, indifference, and hatred. Both of them seems to govern this world, and the poet conveys the idea that these negative and excessive passions like anger and hatred, they might cause destruction of our world. We must save our world from these passions. So what is the moral of the poem? Here the poet wants to share that we should shed these emotions, these extreme feelings. We should be passionate. We should be passionate, but there should be a limit for that passion. These passion for desire, for destruction, for hatred, extreme feelings of hatred and anger and insensitivity, we should shed these feelings. We should shed these emotions if we want to save our world. So in the last paragraph, in the second paragraph, the poet has told us that both of these feelings are equally dangerous, and he has also told us that there is a possibility that both of them, they can coexist in the same time, at the same time, in the same person. Fine. So here the poet has imagined, the poet has, he has used imagery, and he has used imagery just to make readers perceive things. Fine. To means he has used imagery just to explain it, that how this world will end. Okay, so here we are talking about this poem. So I guess you might have understood what the poet wants to say. So now let us talk about some poetic devices. So do you know what are poetic devices? Poetic devices किसको कहते हैं हम? So these are some devices which poet uses to beautify its poem. So here we are talking about some devices which are coming in this poem. First of all, imagery. So what is imagery? So this literary device is used to make readers feel things by using their 5 senses. For example, here the line you might have seen, some say the world will end in fire. So here poet is imagining, here poet is creating an image that how this world will end. Fine. So now second one is symbolism. So as I told you, symbolism कहाँ आया है? क्योंकि these two words, fire and ice, these are symbols. symbols of anger and hatred. So instead of using hatred and anger directly, he has used symbols. So that is why symbolism is included. Now, next poetic device we are talking about is assonance. What is assonance? Assonance is a repetition of vowel sound. For instance, the sound of O in the line. You might have read the line in the poem. Uh, if you will see to the poem, so there is a line, fourth line, I hold with those who favor fire. So you can see in this line, O is repeated more than 2 times. So here O is vowel sound which is repeated in the same line. So this poetic device is called assonance. So assonance is also included. Now another poetic device, if we'll see, it is anaphora. What is anaphora? It refers to the repetition of a word or expression in the first part of some verses. For example, if we'll go through the poem, so first and second line, if you want to see, you see that is, some say the world will end fire and some say in ice. It means here some say, some say. It is repeating in first 2 lines, first and second word. So here they are repeated in 2 consecutive lines. So this device is called anaphora. So last but not the least, we are talking about another poetic device which is found in this poem is alliteration. So you might have heard about alliteration. What is alliteration? Alliteration is repetition of consonant sounds at the start of 2 or more closely placed words. Or you can say, if we see that a consonant sound or means first letter of the word is repeating in the same line, then it is called alliteration. So if we'll go through the poem, we have seen in the line, I think I know enough of hate here, and I hold with those who favor fire. So here also, if we see with and who, so here also W is repeated. Moreover, who favor fire, who favor fire. So here F and F, the sounds must be matching. So with and who, here the sounds are not matching, but F and F favor fire. So here the sounds are matching. Here F is repeated 2 times. So here we can see that alliteration is used. Okay. So I think that you might have understood the poem, and if you like this, please subscribe if you have not subscribed my channel, and if you like this poem, please like and share as much as you can so that more and more students can take benefit from this channel.